live with you today to talk about what happened yesterday, which was the Gemini full moon eclipse at 9 degrees. So even though the eclipse already happened, yes, am I going? Yes, okay. Even though the eclipse happened yesterday, the thing about eclipses is that they have a huge impact. So a full moon typically is a turning point. It's like a building point, a boiling point, and a transition. Like things are coming to a head. But with an eclipse on top of it, it's very much more powerful. We're actually going into what we call eclipse season because eclipses come usually twice a year, and we have several eclipses happening in a small time frame. So we are going into big transitions and shifts. And even people, all over the world, earth-based people really honored these transitions because between the sun and the moon and the earth, there's just energy that connects it. I know that sounds like a foo-foo word, but the energy is there. And I've even had some Facebook friends talking about feeling different yesterday. There was like this shift that went through. We're going through these shifts, and the eclipse on top of it makes it even more powerful. So I'm just going to talk a bit about why we are still dealing with this eclipse. Eclipse kind of have to go into our psyche, and we're making shifts. Sometimes when we look back, we'll go, wow, things have really changed. So let's talk about the Gemini eclipse. So Gemini is the sign of where the moon was. And so when we have an eclipse or even a full moon, we have the earth is in between the moon and the sun. So we kind of have this kind of balance going on. And this time the moon was in Gemini at 9 degrees. Now, you guys know I'm a fan of Connie Kaplan. She's like an American mystic, and she has this system with the degrees. And 9 degrees represents awareness. And so awareness is, she has it from the crystals and the archetypes and the animals. So awareness is growing into like going to the human elements. Awareness is like seeing all, like you're standing on a mountaintop and you have this awareness of this, all of it, all the things. And so what's happening now, and also the sign of Gemini is an air sign. It's mutable air. And mutable air is all about communication and ideas and thoughts and inspiration and thoughts about things. So what I see is we have awareness. What's been hidden is now exposed. It's like shining a bright light on things, and we're going to communicate, and things are going to be moving around. So there's lots of shifts and lots of movements here to come. Now, the other sign on the sun sign is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is mutable fire, and mutable fire can be very energized. It can be very, I think of the preacher or the politician. But the power is in the moon. The moon is more clear. We're not so guided by emotion. Gemini is not really very emotional. It's very intellectual. It's very much communicating. So bringing awareness to communication is very powerful. And of course, this is all over the world. We're all dealing with this. So as is inside, as is outside. So if you know your chart and you know where 9 degrees Gemini hits you, you will be able to understand what you're really being called to do right now. We are all being called to stand up to the big shifts and changes that are coming in down the pike. And we're not done. We're not even done. We're just getting started with these big shifts. But we are getting this awareness, so things are looked at under the microscope. Things are being exposed. That's what awareness does. Things that were hidden in the shadows are coming to light, and we can speak about them and talk about them and share our information. It's all about the information. And the information is not emotionally biased. It's clear. We don't have emotion regarding what this is. So when you look at your chart, you can take a sense of where that 9 degrees hits your personal chart. For me, it's hitting me exact on my Venus in the 9th house, which is my emotional body and how I'm sharing. So I'm kind of coming into my teaching, being a teacher and helping people. So it's kind of inspired me to kind of like, okay, I'm getting going with all my passions and all my projects and trying to build systems that I can help people grow spiritually, technologically, musically. So that's where I'm getting. So I'm feeling very energized by this, but depends on where you are in your chart. So if you have a chart wheel, it's never been easier to find an astrology chart. If you have your sun, if you have your birth date, birth time, and birthplace, you can go to very many places on the internet and just print out a birth chart. So that's how you're going to learn. But that is telling you where you are going to shine awareness to whatever it is in where that Gemini hits you. So we got to hold on. We got to strap on our seatbelts. We have way more challenges coming on, and I'm not even going to predict what's going to happen. But I will say this. I think when 1 year's time, we're going to look back and go, we made it. We made it. So you got to hold on to your horses, keep clear, keep meditating, keep giving health to your body, do what you can to stay grounded, clear, try to let go of all this extra stuff because it's crazy out there. It's super crazy. Turn within and focus, and that's how we're going to get through this. All right, you guys, I hope this helps, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye.